What is good, YouTube? Today we're going to build off on our previous video on using a contact trap animation to get towards the basket with the easiest blow-bys in NBA 2K23. And with this video, we're going to level that up even more by showing you the best bully badge combo activation in NBA 2K23 that will have you dominating the paint with your slashing bigs. So a few things first, I do recommend checking out part 1 of our contact series, which shows you how to do the easiest blow-bys in NBA 2K23. And from there, we're going to combine this setup with more finishing setups to get you towards the basket and take advantage of your strength attributes and the bully badge in order to finish at the basket at will. I'm also going to show you some alternative setups to get that ride animation and get that contact trap animation so we can get easy blow-bys and bully finishes towards the basket. And with that, let's start with the basic setup, which is the ride setup, which we learned in the previous video. Again, initiate a ride animation by walking towards your defender diagonally. Now from here, you want to hold turbo at the time where you want to burst out of this ride animation and get an easy blow by towards the basket. Make sure the left stick is pointed towards the basket so that you finish through your defender to activate the bully badge. And also a standard layup holding the right stick up left or up right towards the basket gives you the best success in activating the bully badge. The bully badge basically helps you get towards the basket even though you have the defender right in front of you, so finish right through your defender and not around your defender. And this basic combo is what I call the bully trap and allows you to finish at the basket at will. Now doing your different skill finishes such as cradle layups, hop steps, or even your Euro step layups will not result in the activation of the bully badge because you are driving away from your defender, and basically it defeats the purpose of having the bully badge. So this contact animation right there is a contact layup out of a cradle layup, but it's not a bully badge activation. That's why it's important to choose the right layup animation and keep the left stick held towards the basket in order to activate the bully badge. One more thing is, after investing in your strength and speed, I also recommend investing in Clamp Breaker, as this is the best way to make sure that your turbo through that ride animation is very successful. Now, how defenses will typically counter this move if they know that you're a slasher that's not very good in the perimeter is that they will refuse to engage you by not giving you an opportunity to engage in a contact trap using the ride animation. As you can see here, LeBron is giving Giannis some cushion and is basically saying, nah, you're not gonna get me in that ride animation, I'm just gonna back away and wait for you towards the basket. So you want to counter this strategy by implementing your different size-ups, moving crossovers, and changes in direction in order to open up your defender's defensive stance. As we do right here, those different size-ups shift your defender around, forces them to open a defensive stance, and will allow you to enter into a ride animation once they're in that lateral and diagonal defensive stance animation. And once you enter into that defensive stance or that ride trap animation, there you want to execute and implement your typical bully setups, which we did in the earlier part of the video. This stationary crossover right here, which we double up on, really forces Jimmy Butler to overreact and try to stop you once you head towards that outside angle. From there, he opens up his defensive stance as we hit him with the second crossover, and then it's all about pointing the left stick towards the basket and holding the right stick up left or up right to finish with a standard layup and activate the bully badge. And this is probably the more practical way in initiating that ride trap animation. You use your different moving size-ups, your attacking crossovers, and your different signature size-ups in order to shift your defender around and attack them with that ride trap animation. Use that turbo burst in order to get towards the basket and finish with the bully badge. And if your defender gives you that extra bit of space of cushion towards the basket, just attack them with a moving crossover, and then you're just one step away from a bully badge activation into a layup. Attacking size-ups are also one of the most effective ways in trying to make your defender open up their defensive stance, and from there you can attack once you enter that ride animation, and then you do your usual bully setups. Here I'm also introducing the second contact trap animation, which is a hand fighting animation, which you get after a bump or a clap animation. Hold the left stick towards your defender in order to execute this hand fighting animation, and from there, as long as you're not entered into a post-up position, just hold turbo to burst out of this animation, Clamp Breaker recommended, and then finish at the basket with your bully badge activation. See, this is what makes contact such a difficult proposition for a defender. They think they're in control because of the proximity and the contact that they're giving you that little bit of resistance. But if you have the right attributes and badges, you can easily counter contact and be strategic with how you approach your defenders. And although everything looks easy right now, just remember that Giannis is a freak of nature with a Hall of Fame bully badge and Hall of Fame fearless finisher. The setup and badge combo does not guarantee success, but you must have good ratings, good badges, and on-ball defense is going to be important as a strength for your defenders in order to counter these types of strategies. As you can see right here, Kawhi can basically strip the ball, keep in touch with Giannis in terms of that physicality, and help really contest and keep up laterally with Giannis's freak athleticism. So now that we're playing basketball, you want to use your other skill finishes to counter aggressive defenses trying to cut you off and trying to really stop you from entering that ride animation. Use a quick hop step counter, for example. As you can see right here, I already enter into that ride animation right here, but even before Davis is able to give me that ride animation, I enter into a hop step by tapping square and holding the left stick towards the basket and finishing with a jam. You can also use the cradle layup to prevent your defenders from trying to steal the ball as you go up, or you can also counter with a Euro step to go around your defender instead of trying to force your way to the basket, especially if you got a great defender with good physical attributes and badges to stop you from getting towards the basket. So there you have it, the best bully badge activations in NBA 2K23, using the simplest combo to get the easiest blow-bys in 2K23. And I hope you see what we're trying to build right here. We're trying to build a series of moves that will really force your defender to think about how they defend you. In the next parts of the series, we're also going to focus at escape jumpers and different types of dribble counters to counter contact. So I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.